This is Gen Z Insights, part of the Gen Z in STEM podcast, where every week during summer an episode is released. We feature members from Gen Z studying in STEM fields and doing amazing things. This week, we're featuring Subhangini, computer science student at KIIT University in India. She's been involved in multiple computer science projects.
It is integrated in each and every part of our lives. It is not that any part of our life currently can go on without computer science.
This is the Gen Z in STEM podcast. I'm your host, Mahadrin, and I hope you're as excited as I am. Let's get to it. So, welcome. Today I'm joined with Subhangini Sarathy, and we're going to talk about computer science and a few other topics. So, well, first of all, can you maybe introduce yourself and just say where you're from and what you study?
Yes, so I am Subhangini Sarathy, and I am studying in KIIT University. It's in Orissa, India, and I'm studying computer science engineering. I'll be picking my specializations.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you want to explain a tiny bit like what your course consists of and like what you've learned in computer science?
So my course basically consists of a lot of the core subjects, because computer science engineering itself is computer science. It's not a core engineering subject. So it does include a lot of core subjects that we study overall in engineering. There is maths, science, basic, all of those. Then also we have a lot of programming fundamentals. We learn a lot of languages, Java, C, all of that. And other than that, you have theory of computation, a lot of database management, operating systems, a lot of information about all of that too. And obviously, we can't forget data science, data structures and algorithms. That is always there.
How did you first see that you were interested in studying computer science?
So my entire love for computer science, to say that all of that came from when I was back in school. So I studied in Guwahati in Assam, another part of India itself. When I was studying there, the teachers were they pushed a lot to take part in a lot of extracurricular activities, a lot of competitions and all of that. And I guess it was fate that I clicked so well with my computer science teacher in school itself. And she kept on pushing me to go and join a lot of competitions. She kept on, and I also found a lot of seniors through her who were always including me in a lot of things that they were making, a lot of maybe projects they were creating at that point. So because of that, I got interested in the branch of computer science. And then also, where do we not see computer science nowadays? So it also opens a lot of avenues for me. So that was also a big plus point to say.
Yeah, and I love that you start so early because if I'm being totally honest, I had a tiny bit of exposure maybe, last years of high school. But before that, I had never heard of any programming language or done anything. And maybe times are changing and now there's more people who are learning, how to code and things like that. But I feel like it's so crucial in our society.
Very true. That is very true. So, and also our education system overall just includes programming languages very early on. And my school also did the same. So that was a big push because I got to know what computer engineering entailed at a very young age. I got to know about it when I was maybe 13 or 14. So that gave me a lot of exposure and I was like, okay, this seems interesting. I'm able to do this. This seems fun. I like the accomplishment that I'm getting, the feeling of accomplishment I'm getting from it. So went forward with it.
And maybe if you learn, so young, it's more fun because you might be doing projects or they're not, pushing theory in your face straight away.
That is very true. That is very true. Because my first exposure overall to coding was firstly in classes. So that was always there. But to a larger world was when I went for competitions. Competitions as small workshops that were going on in the city or even in the country. So because of that, I was meeting a lot of people who were in the entire industry, or else who were trying to get into the industry. So college students and everybody. And because of that, it was very clear what is happening. And it was not more of, okay, this book, this particular thing. Rather than that, it was more of, okay, this is how you make something. So I was getting the feeling of, I created something new. So that was always there. So that was a good plus point.
And then when it comes to like your courses now, we did talk a bit before, and you're saying that there's a lot of like theory and like not as much applied. But then how do you like get hands-on experience?
So again, like I said earlier, all of our the credits for labs is comparatively much lesser compared to your credits for theoretical theoretical theory of the same subject itself. So though the base is very much needed so that you can actually create something on your own and not just solving issues and debugging stuff. Um, but once that base is created, a lot of practical knowledge is required, a lot of hands-on experience is required, and that we purely get it in the Indian context. I can tell you that is purely by reaching out to people, reaching out to companies, maybe even other professors who want help in their own projects or projects that the professors are looking into. So with that, creating your own things that you just in the area I'm brought up in and the environment I have around me right now, you just need to create a lot on your own. It is not very spoon fed, and that obviously pushes us to reach out to a lot of people to explore on our own into the entire industry itself and what are the projects and everything that's going on.
Yeah, I really like that it's like embedded in your culture to like, you know, be proactive and reach out because so for instance, I do civil engineering, right? And well, first of all, it's harder to be hands-on because well, a building, a road, it's very hard to do it yourself and you know, well you can't. It's impossible to go out and make it. So I love that you can really like, you know, maybe have opportunity to do projects and you learn and then you can like apply it straight away without it being like hypothetical and it being actually concrete.
Yes, yes, yes. Even for the civil engineering, I do have a few friends in my college who are from civil engineering branches, and there also you yourself need to push yourself, get to know more people, get to try and get involved in projects and what other people are already working on. So all of that, and not just stay in a It really pushes you out of your comfort zone. That's always there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, anyone who's listening, like, they should, you know, because when you push yourself outside of your comfort zone, that's when things happen and that's when you grow. So, yeah, I love that you guys do that. But yeah. Yeah, and I just want to make the connection. So, the university you go to in
Yes.
KIIT, or the KIIT university you attend, they're very entrepreneurial. My school is too. But what I think is funny, and I draw the parallel to, is that I met you on like Build Space, which is like
Yes.
you know a program where you like build your idea. So I wonder how like the university first, if you chose it because it was entrepreneurial or not, and how this environment has impacted you know your approach to projects or how you live.
So basically, firstly, KIT was, I chose it purely because the teachers were good, and also a big part of it was that India itself has a lot of cultures all around, even within the country itself. We are very diverse. So I belong to a portion which is very in one of the corners of India. I belong to the northeastern part, and Orissa happens to have a very similar culture. So that was one of the primary reasons that I had gone to KIT, that it would be very, I would be, it would not take me a lot of time to mingle with the people, to get to know the culture, because that is the huge thing that even my parents were very skeptical about. They were like, they were like, okay, what are you planning? How will you culturally fit in? So that was obviously a big part. But also the other major reason is that KIT itself is it's a very huge campus, firstly, with a lot of opportunities. That is there with a huge campus, there is a lot of opportunities. If something or the other is going on somewhere in some corner of the entire campus. So that brings a lot of opportunities and larger group of people. So larger group of people I can go out to meet and, like I said, actually connect with, network with. So that is obviously there. Their alumni base is very good. The entrepreneurial part of KIT was not one of my reasons that I picked KIT to go forward with, but that was obviously a big thing that I saw once I had enrolled in KIT. Uh, it is true. It is very entrepreneurial, and our founder, Mr. Achyuta Samantha. So he is firstly very entrepreneurial, and also he has a very good moral compass to say. He is very much into social work and all of that. So that you will feel the essence of it the moment you step your foot in KIT. We have an entire social science department, which is there's a very huge group of people who are students, like from class 2 3
Yeah.
to your to graduation, who are studying in KIT without like who are basically being funded by Mr. Ashita Samantha, and their studies are being funded by him. And so the I'm assuming that KIT has a huge name, and the entrepreneurial part, it is highly successful purely because of how he goes forward with his work and how he presents it. And he is a very lively being to be around. It's very fun to be around him.
Even if you don't go like directly into like the entrepreneurship, I don't know, like incubator or such, like what you were talking about like the culture and like, you know, being a healthy, having a lot of people, being able to network and always, you know, be doing something. Maybe that's like an essential part too, because like here in my course, right, like it's really healthy because some universities, you know, they're very competitive. But in this university, I go to the University of Twente, and it's like, it's really healthy. So when it's healthy, it's like you build on each other, and then sometimes it helps you improve in like what you're trying to do in your career path, and then others too, you know?
Yes, yes, yes. That is obviously there. And overall, the Indian culture itself is very, you try to help each other, you try to help each other grow. That is ingrained in the culture also to a very huge extent. So that is a very common environment you would find in most Indian universities, at least, if not all. I believe it is in all universities, but at least in most good universities, reputed universities, you would obviously find the culture of everybody being very helpful. There is obviously a few things here and there that might go wrong, but somebody's always there to help you out through it, to get you through the entire college life overall, basically. So that is always there. Networking is always a thing that Indians overall focus on a lot, and in our university too.
And so one of my last questions is, so based on what you've like learned in computer science and your experience when you're younger and all that, have you been working on any projects, or is there any projects you want to share of how you've applied, I guess, your knowledge?
So I have helped out on a lot of projects. They were mostly, like I said, we reach out to seniors, we reach out to people who are actually working on projects and try to implement whatever we have learned in classes. We try to implement that into the projects that they are making, and hopefully get some outcome out of it and learn something. So as far as currently as it goes, I have not had any major projects that I have been doing. But again, what I have been learning, like I have learned app development. So I have created a few apps, and my build space idea, as you said. So my build space idea is I'm creating an app for investment opportunities, basically a spend tracking app, and then that integrated with the investment opportunities part. So I'm hoping that will turn out well. And other than that, we have I'm interested in data science. So that also I've been trying to, again through seniors, I've been trying to get some uh, chunks of data and then trying to analyze it and all of that. And other than that, I have my in personal projects per se, I am trying to work on sentiment analysis of products, basically using Amazon up till now. And so that is still in progress. I have not come towards the end of it as of now. And hopefully, I can go forward with stock market analysis prediction, stock market value prediction after this. And I'm hoping I can integrate the two into one eventually.
Yeah. That is quite a lot of projects. You're being really humble.
It is all still in progress. There is no outcome as of now, but I can tell you there are at least 10 to 15 tabs open on my laptop right now, which have not been closed for the last 5 days. I am continuously working on something or the other. Something or the other is going on in my mind. So currently I need to declutter my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Focus on one thing. So right now it's going to be the build space one first.
Yeah.
So focus on that and then try to segregate it properly.
Last question, because I'm curious now. So you're in computer science, and when I think computer science, first of all, it's like software and coding. But then the idea you have for build space is like kind of finance. So does that mean with computer science you can kind of do any kind of project, or like, yeah?
That is actually very true. Computer science is such a huge, it's such an umbrella term for everything. So you have AI within computer science, you have IoT, you have ML. AI ML is the big thing nowadays. So that is obviously there. Then IoT, then you have data science, data analytics. All of that all comes under the big umbrella of computer science. And all of these things, it is integrated in each and every part of our lives. It is not that any part of our life currently can go on without computer science. So, like I said, most of my ideas are more in the financial part, because I personally am more interested in the wealth creation area. So that is always there, that you can put computer science anywhere you want. It does not have a clear boundary to it. You can try to integrate it anywhere and it will still work very well. And I guess it will make the entire process of that industry much faster, obviously.
Yeah. But I love that you like know what you like and you're pursuing it, and I'm really excited to see what you do in the future. Thank you for like joining, and I'll link your like LinkedIn if anyone wants to see what you're doing for Build Space.
Thank you.
If you've made it through here, congrats, you gained some knowledge. And today we talked all about computer science, how applied it is, and what kind of projects you can do with it. And I hope that was insightful to you. We are also going to be releasing episodes every single week this summer. So stay tuned, follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn to be updated. Bye.